Hello readers! As I said last time, today we're gonna do short reviews, and yes, there will be spoilers in the kind of way that we're gonna talk about sequels, and there's gonna be short mentioning about what happens in the sequels that might spoiler things in the earlier books. And if you're wondering, yes, this is my natural color. I am going to the hairdresser on Monday. So let's start. Last time we spoke, I've been reading the Deathgate novels, and after that I've been reading quite a lot. First, Divergent series. It takes place in an apocalyptic futures with a faction-based society. You get it sorted into factions based on your personality and traits. There are some unusual people that are divergent. That means that they can belong to in more than one faction, but this is not common, and it's not something that you want to talk about. Our main character is called Triss, or Beatrice, if you want her full name. In Divergent, we get to follow Triss as she picks a faction. I can't speak. In the first book, Divergent, we get to follow Triss as she gets to pick a faction, and chaos is about to break loose. The second book, Insurgent. Well, now we're handling the chaos, or the character are, and well, Triss and her friends has to pick a side in this big, chaotic reality. The third book, Allegiant, well, it takes us to a new place, and things are not as easy as they might have been seen. The first book is amazing. It's one of those that you can't put down and read it from cover to cover. The other books, on the other hand, they're okay. They like this big excitement that this one about, what is this? Tell me more. That's not in the second or the third book. And I mostly read them because I wanted to know how the book ends, and I was waiting for this excitement that I had while reading the first book. After that, I read the Vampire Academy books. Yeah, there are 6 books if you wonder. It takes place in present time in a vampire society that is hidden in plain sight. So there are vampires living among us. There are some different kind of vampires. There are the good ones, Mori. They're alive and have magic. They can even walk in sunshine, but it's a little bit... They have a little hard with the sun. They have a hard time with the sun. Yeah, that's the words I was looking for. There are also the bad vampires called Strigoi. They're dead. And more like a classic vampire. You know, blood-sucking, evil, power-hungry things. And of course they burn in sunshine. And they burn in sunlight and you kill them with a stake through the heart. There are also half-breed called Dampiers. They're half-human, half-Mori, and they have the best of both. The best of both sides. The world, or the vampire world, is ruled by royal Mori, because yes, there are class differences in this society. The Moris, mostly the royal ones, are protected by Dampiers, who are strong, who are really strong, fast, and really good bodyguards. Both Dampier and Mori go to the Vampire Academies until they're about 18. And our main characters are Rose, who's Dampier, and she has a special connection to Lisa, who is Mori. Lisa also have a very special kind of magic that I won't mention in any more details. First book, Vampire Academy, the girl returns to school, because a year earlier they ran away and have been on the run for a year. And now when they're back, they get to find out more about the reason that made them leave in the first place. Second book, Frostbite. There are big Strigoi killings, and the Strigois are killing Royal Mori and doing it in groups, which is very unusual and haven't really happened before, because Strigoi usually live by themselves. They're really their egos are big and they don't like other Strigois. They're evil even amongst themselves. Anyhow, this big killings causes great fear in the vampire society, and there are also a lot of teenage stupidity in this book. The third book, Shadow Kissed, well, the half focus is on the unusual bond between Rose and Lisa, which, if you haven't figured this, if you read this far, you know it's because of Lisa's magic. They have this weird connection. It's also a lot of relationships in this book, both Lisa's relationships and Rose's relationships, and some other weird friends thing is going on. And there's a big Strigoi attack on a place that affects the girls quite a lot. The fourth book is called Blood Promise, and Rose leaves the academy for a mission of the heart. And I won't get into any more details about that because that will spoil too much. Liz, on the other hand, is still left in school, and she gets a new friend and she starts to behave rather recklessly. Fifth book is called Spirit Bound. The girls have their last exam in the academy. They're looking into the possibility to turn a Strigoi back to Mori, or Dampier. Mostly turn Strigoi back to a living being. There's a big breakout. I won't tell you what kind of breakout, but there's a big breakout. And Rose ends up in a humongous pile of trouble. Like real serious trouble. The sixth book, and also the last book, is called Last Sacrifice. Rose is part of a secret plot that she doesn't know anything about. And Lisa tries to help Rose get out of her trouble. Rose tries to help Lisa with her politics and kind of getting Lisa into trouble. I really like the last book. All the books are fast and action-filled and really exciting. It's an easy read, and there is this, messy love stories that I like. It's not the kind that you can't put down, but you want to read it. It's a good book, or the books are good because there are 6 of them. The last book I read is actually neither fantasy nor a vampire book. It's The Fault in Our Stars. It's something real. How amazing! I usually never read that kind of books. It takes time in the present, and it's about a 16-year-old girl named Hazel. Hazel has cancer. Her lungs don't quite work, so she has a breathing machine, big tank and a tube in her nostrils, and she has this big machine that she has to put on while she's sleeping. Hazel goes to a cancer group where there one day is a boy named Augustus. And Hazel and Augustus get this big fixation with the book and the author of this book, and that's kind of what the story is about. It's a sweet, funny love story that takes place in a serious, dark environment. The end is unexpected and horrible. I'm looking at you, yes, a friend told me to read this, and it's her fault I have to read this horrible, horrible end. It's a good end, but horrible. And that's it. There's more information about the books I read listed down below. Right now I'm reading Clockwork Princess in the Insurgent. No, in what's the name? What's the name of the book? It's the Infernal Device. Marcus and Claire. This is what I'm reading. I'm half through it, kind of. Yeah, and that's everything I have for today. We'll see what we do next week. Have a great time until next time, and I'll see you soon, hopefully. Bye.